Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Three Peas in the Pods. You're speaking with the marvelous Mike Lowry, the homie Trinity team, and the beautiful C Love. And today we're just gonna jump right into the hot topics. So the first hot topic that I want to speak about is what would you do in this situation? So what would you do in a situation to where would you miss your child's birthday party if their parents did not invite your spouse or your partner? Would you miss it or would you still go?
I would I would still go.
Why? So would you feel we feel some other
So
way?
wait, hold on, let me understand the question.
Uh,
So it's, for example, my husband's throwing the party, he's married, they're throwing a party for my daughter.
no. So it's your past relationship. So let's say you had a child by somebody else who you're no longer with,
Uh-huh.
and let's say you in a new relationship or a new marriage, and let's say it's your child's birthday. Well, of course, you're a woman, so you're gonna be the one that's gonna
Yeah.
that's gonna plan it. So this question is really
I'm
like
inviting who I want to see, period.
right,
But
right.
no, but I had well, with my son's dad. Um, so I have a situation like that. My son's dad, but it was with my parents. They didn't like my son's dad, but we co-parent very well. So I invite him to everything. I invite him to Christmas events. I invite him to parties. Shit, we still go have dinner. We
Mhm.
hang out. Like that's what we do. Um, so yeah, so I would still come. I did have a conversation with like my dad, and I was like, hey, this is his dad. He's not going anywhere. He's always gonna be invited. Like I don't hate him, so you don't have to hate him. Let's just learn how to get along. And then when my daughter's dad, we were married. He didn't want. He wasn't okay with us being cool or anything like that. So it was a choice for him. If he didn't want to go and he didn't feel comfortable, I'm still going, because it's like you still have some work to do within yourself. You have to grow up, get over it, and accept the fact that I did have a child with somebody else before I married you.
Right, true.
And until that takes you however long, you can stay home.
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I say I go too because how I think of it is, as most kids, like you see in movies and it also happens in real life. They get disappointed when they don't see their parents coming to their party to their party or whatever event,
Or yeah, soccer
school
games,
events. Yes,
whatever. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. So the thing about that is, I wouldn't want my child to feel disappointed because I didn't show up. So so I still go regardless. And like the party, I'm sure they'll understand because if it happens like in their situation, I couldn't go. I'm saying, yeah, go ahead and go because I don't want you to miss it. And those are moments that you have to cherish. Take pictures. Cherish. For memory. So I don't want that to go to waste as a child get older and they think about the situation and how it messed up their life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's important not to put your issues with the child. You're creating a toxic environment for the child, and then you're damaging them mentally.
And I see that a lot.
This is how adults act.
Right.
And, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Yeah, and I think that all becomes, once they mature, they get better. But it's all maturity; they're not mature enough
Yes,
to,
I agree.
putting your child in y'all drama. You can't do that.
Yeah, so it depends, right? So if I'm still going regardless because that's my child, so it won't be no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But with the adult, we gonna take care of that. Meaning, um, that's my wife. So if I'm invited, then she should be invited too. And if you can't see past
Package.
that, yeah, then you got some other issues that you need to deal with.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like, nah, it's immature. So,
Right.
yeah, we'll talk about it later, but I'm still going to see my child. And if it's the other side, if she got a child, then yeah, I understand. That's the baby. So I ain't selfish to where, if I ain't going, ain't nobody.
Man, going
Yeah.
right. Yeah, like yeah. I agree. Yeah. So I have another topic. So this is a very good topic, and I love this type of topics because like every day we all think about this situation, and we always say, "Man, I wish this, I wish that." So, what's one mistake that you made in your life that you wish you learned in school to where you were prepared for? So a lot
Oh,
of
that I went
times,
to school that I wish I would have prepared for?
yes, in school. So yes, so you're right. So that's one mistake.
School didn't teach
What's
me
one mistake
shit.
that exactly? So what's one thing that you wish the school would have taught you? So you be prepared.
Taxes, credit, creating a business, how to be entrepreneurs.
Mm. Well, don't they teach that? I think they teach that in college.
Yeah, but that's when once you selected your career. But in high school, like, so obviously we're raised to think that you have to. Well, I was raised. You have to get a degree. You have to go to college. You have to get this. You have to. You have to do all this to make good money to be successful in life. And it's like, no, you don't. You have millions of millionaires and billionaires who don't even have a college degree. So I wish that people would voice that more in high school, so that the kids are not pressured, right? Like, oh, I have to finish school to do something. I don't think that's the case. I think if you do what you love and you're passionate about what you love doing, you're going to be successful regardless.
Like
So yeah, I just wish schools taught that better.
Mine's is finance. Even though I don't have a problem because as a kid, I used to be a hustler. I used to sell Debbie snacks around the apartments. So, around that time, I'm for real because, as a kid, I didn't have what folks had growing up. I didn't have like the Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, PS5s, PS1s. I didn't have those. So I had to make my own money, to get what I want. And that taught me how to save. But nowadays, you see a lot of folks, when people leave high school, they get a credit card, they go ball out. And what they do is, yes, and they put them in debt. So I'm like, I wish in school that, that was something that was taught to these kids, So when you leave school and when you become an adult, you'll know how to manage your money.
Yeah, sure.
About you?
I'm gonna say credit. Two things. So first is credit, which goes along with the finances. Because if you taught the importance of it, then you're gonna know not to jack it up.
Right.
And that's why, because no one ever taught them, so they go crazy. And you say, okay, I'm gonna get penalized, whatever. I don't care. Like I need right now,
Right? Yeah.
Because that's how we taught.
Because that's their mindset.
Right.
In the past, like, man, I got the money, I'm gonna get it. I'll do all this later.
But if you would have learned earlier to say, okay, this is how this designed, and it can actually help you, you paying your bills on time.
Right.
And then the second, I'll probably say sex education, proper sex education. So they had it in school, but they still don't teach you like the importance of like why you need to wear a condom. Like if you're not ready for a child, then don't have unprotected sex. Period. But they like sugarcoat it and they give it to you in a different way. And then if you raised in a city, it don't matter the ethnicity, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, whoever. Them kids having sex in junior high, let alone the high school, you advanced by that time.
Right. Yeah.
But when you having these babies, it's starting like a perpetual cycle because ain't nobody married, and then they say, okay, well, I'm ready for sex, but I'm not ready for marriage. Now you start a different generation of the cycle of the same stuff.
But that's why you got to put the Bible in the school.
Yeah,
like, because why are you having sex before marriage? You know what I mean? Like, I was scared of my dad, and I had two brothers, so I was in high school still playing with Barbies, but there was girls having sex that were sexually active, which I never understood. Like, why? Why? Where do these feelings come from?
Yeah, I think it's off what they. I think it's off. I think it's of what they watch or what's around them. Like us, like I'm from the ghetto. So in the ghetto, that's how, you see all hood rats and people walking around pregnant, and, the music you listen to. So I think that kind of tied into them starting early around.
I can't do none of that. I couldn't talk on the phone.
Right.
Take the trash out. Once I started developing, my dad was like, I'm driving you to school. You can't walk to school. I was so confused. I was like, what? Why, Dad? I got friends. I couldn't have guy friends watching me home anymore. before my dad shut it down.
And he was good on that, yeah.
Because all my friends did get pregnant in high school, and I didn't have my son until I was 26.
Right.
So.
Good training. Good
Yeah.
training.
He did good because he did good. Now I don't want to speak about this on here, but he did good because nowadays, there's a lot of things that women they are trauma behind their past, things that they encounter, when they're around dudes and stuff they want to speak about. So he did good. Yeah, that's one thing that if I have a daughter, that I'm gonna be able to put that to about too, because most men don't think.
At all.
Okay, so my next topic. So I heard this on the radio, so it's funny because on the radio, a lot of folks they call in, they get their opinion, and I just be laughing because some be funny and some just call just to be calling. So the question was, are you okay with your friends contacting your partner or your spouse?
Hell no.
Right.
Absolutely not. Hell to the no. Yeah.
I agree. I'm on the same page. 'Cause I'm like, I watch too many movies, and I see all that sneaking and giggling and shit, and I'm like, that can lead to one
Like, yeah,
thing
he
to
ain't
another.
that damn funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hey, you laughing a little bit too hard, girl.
yeah. You're on the same bar, ain't you? Same bar.
Sometimes, man.
Sometimes.
Different.
Oh man, that's his side.
I'm different. So, I think it boils down to trust, right? Like, seriously.
You right, dude.
Now you ain't gonna be calling at no 2 or 3 in the morning. Like you about to get cussed out.
Calling you at 3:00. Yeah, nah.
Right, but you know what I mean? Because like, if it's just like regular, we going A B C D or whatever, then it's like nothing to hide. So me and my homies, like we text each other's spouses because it's like a family group. But and I say it's a but.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna text like none of their wives after 9 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, and vice versa. They ain't texting or calling my wife after 9 or 10 o'clock. So that's why I say I don't see it's a issue.
Right. You sit right there. Hey guys.
And that's funny because we are in that,
Right? Yeah.
we got a special guest in the building. We got my homie Tori. Yeah, Tori. Yeah, we on this topic. We're on the topic. We asked about would you be okay with your friend contacting your partner, your spouse?
It depends.
It depends. Oh.
It depends on what the situation is. If it's an emergency, my life in danger, or something happens to me, definitely call my friend.
Understandable, right?
But if it's just a random, hey, how your day going? Hell no.
Right.
Say, I seen too many Jerry Springer episodes.
Yeah.
Cause all you see on there.
Because even with dating George's friend, our Trinity C friend, I asked him too, hey, because he'll even call, he'll be like, hey, did you talk to George today? Stuff like that. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be like a trust boundary, right? And I met you before I met him, so it's like,
Right.
We're like,
And you and the wife talk. So,
yeah, and then I'm friends with his wife. We have play dates together. We take our kids out together, so it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's all a trust. Yeah, I got you.
different.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I seen too many Maury, too many Jerry Springers. They be up there fighting. I'm like, I understand what's coming from, but yeah, it all depends on trust. But a lot of folks are.
Yeah. And then I had another scenario that just happened too. My best friend's boyfriend messaged me through Instagram, and I was like, oh no, I was scared to open it, but
something cool,
he
right?
was planning something for her. Yeah, so I was like, oh my
Yes.
let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, the surprise part on the thing. I just like, I'm like, hey, do this, that,
Yeah, but just like a how you doing thing. How was your day?
What about locations? Are you comfortable with sharing your location with your partner?
I am, because I'm not doing nothing shady, and if something happens to me, I want you to know where I'm at, and I feel safer with my partner knowing where I'm at and where I'm going opposed to not, because I'm gonna text you and tell you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of like, I don't check in or nothing like that because we're grown, but I want you to know what I'm doing. So if something happens, you know,
Out of respect, right? Yeah,
Right.
I'm the same way because, like, I do computers, so I have all these house calls. So I have weird situations,
House
and
calls.
yeah, I have house
I'm
calls.
calling it down.
I have house calls, and on the phone they'd be cool, but I Google the address and I'm like, baby, look, I'm here. Something happened to me, I'm here. Here's my location. Here's a screenshot of the address in case something happens because
Yeah.
Safety purposes.
yeah, you never know.
I share my
Yeah,
location with my fiance on Snapchat, but not through like Apple
like iPhone,
location
yeah.
or nothing like that. And I think that's cool because I think Snapchat it really only pick it up when you open up the app.
It
So
do.
as long as you're not on there, it's not even giving current location anyway. But I don't share it with like everybody. That I do think it's weird. I think the people that just generally share their location, you can go on the app and just see your friends. I
That's
don't
creepy.
That. I think that you're weird if you do that. I swear to God, I do. But like with the spouse is good. But just randomly sharing your location with like everybody in the world, I think it's weird. And I think that one app, like you literally can go on there, pull up location, and you can just see people wherever they
Oh,
are.
that's scary.
And I think it is scary. I think you set yourself up to get robbed. Yeah, I know you're not at home. Stuff like that.
That is creepy, and everybody can see it. That's
Everybody can
scary.
see it. I think
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't be on. I'm glad I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, my location, I show my family members too.
Family members, I only share it with one family member that I know that's going to pay attention. And that's it.
Yeah, see, I have three because I'm close with, so I don't have everybody, like she said, but I have three that I'm close with, so I share with them so they know where I'm at.
Yeah.
You never know, I might get stabbed or something. You might be looking for me because I'm serious because nowadays you see folks and they be missing.
Somebody order a computer service, you come, they try to rob you for your equipment, for your money.
That's how they robbed Kim Kardashian.
She alright?
Yeah.
I don't be all
That's
into.
how they knew.
I do.
That's how they knew, and that's why they kind of stopped posting like when they're at and live and stuff.
Yeah, I don't see why folks do that.
But you try to get me to come to Cali. Beat it, chick.
Yeah, I don't be understanding that why folks get on social media and they post all their whereabouts. They be scared because like why you want folks to know where you at?
Right.
And there's people out here that will pull up on you. Like I mean, if you gotta look at both sides of the spectrum. It's a safe side of it where you letting people know where you at. You a person that you might feel like that you're a welcoming person, but you don't ever know who an undercover hater is out here pretending to smile in your face and really want to stab you in your back. So it got pros and cons because if maybe 5 or 10 years ago, it depended on the level of I feel like the situation that I have with somebody, if somebody did something to me, I'm one of them people that like I don't necessarily I'm gonna forgive you, but I ain't gonna never forgive. So in 10 years from now, you on whatever platform and you telling me exactly where you at and I see that that's a good location, like I might just show up to where you at so we can finish our situation we had a couple years ago. So if people are not thinking about that person no more, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not thinking about that person no more. It could be somebody that you went to school with. I went to school 20 years ago. So this not 20. It's somebody that have a grudge on me from 20 years ago. To see this location, and be like, I'm gonna pull up on her right now.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's real scary. And then they'll play like they don't even know. They don't even know. So they, oh hey, I didn't know you was here. How you? Nah, the ones trying to reunite. You got exes that'll see you, pull up on you, act like, oh, I was just stopping by to get something to drink. Sure you were, but really they knew your location from some kind of platform, and now they pull up on you, and just act like it's random. But you gotta watch all that. I don't play. How y'all feel about the tags though, the little tracker tags? Since y'all talking about,
Are you talking about the AirTags?
Yeah. What about them?
I never
about your spouse putting one of them in your car and you don't know about it?
Well, I'll be mad.
Sure. He said, well, first of all,
I'll be mad because what the fuck is this? but I never used them before. But I always see that people who encounter one, that your phones alert you that you know about one.
Apple phones do. So if you have an iPhone, it alert you. But with the Androids, I heard that they got to download some kind of app that'll let them know that they're being tracked. It's not an automated feature. So that's something, you know.
Nah, that's messed up. That's some trust issues.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's trust.
But if you have nothing to hide,
Yeah, if you would share your location, then the tag is
right?
really
If you
just
would
tracking
share your location, she would have to throw an AirTag in your car,
Yeah,
put it in your gas tank.
yeah,
No. Right.
See, that's that brandy shit from Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Right.
Yeah. No, but I'm cool with you. I share my eyes already. I have one funny topic. It's gonna be funny. So, if you had a time machine, what year would you go back to and why?
I would say my senior year in high school, 2004.
Why?
yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Not
Yeah.
because I was trying to wall out, but
Tell us more.
or I was walling out a little bit. So I mean, well, because I already had exceeded my credits and I was, ready to graduate anyway. So I kind of fucked off that year,
Mhm.
and I didn't do all of like the senior stuff that
You missed
everyone
all your
else did. Girl,
activities and
everything. We
everything.
had like an ice skating event. I was like, too cool
Okay,
for
so you
that.
like me. I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I made the same decision. My senior year in high school, I felt like I was grown. I was, feeling myself, and I really wish I would go back because
Right.
I missed all my
Seriously,
senior
yeah.
activities. I missed the prom. Even a big decision. Speaking on that, in my junior high school to high school transition, I didn't go to my home high school. My home high school was South Oak Cliff. And that's the school I should have went to for middle school, but I felt like I was smarter than the other kids, so I went out and got enrolled in a academic school, Skyline, and from Skyline to Lincoln Humanities, Communications Management. And it's like I would end up being the new kid. You know what I'm saying? That hurt me a lot versus being somebody who everybody know me. Everybody know my name, everybody know me. I grew up with these people, I play sports with these people. To joining teams with people that I don't even know. And they getting to know me. I feel like that was a real jacked up decision. If I can go back, it might be that year. And that was probably in the late 90s. I ain't gonna tell y'all what year.
I suppose your
I'm
age.
still
Keep guessing.
I got 2 years. One of my years, I'm gonna get chewed up, but I'm fine with that. One, I'm gonna say when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I was good in sports, whatever, but I was shy. Like when I'm around a big crowd of people, I freeze. So I wish that I can do that because, like, if I was doing that, I'd be in professionals. So I wish that. Another year that I would say, because I get tired of this in today's world, is slavery. I go back in slavery and I whoop some ass. I ain't even lying. I'm just gonna whoop some ass because right now they just be looking at you all crazy and shit. So I'm gonna go back and do some.
back to slavery. I don't think I can go back.
I would. I'm gonna show that.
I get stuck with something like
They're
nah.
just gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you who's in charge. Like no,
But they
Yeah.
gonna shoot you.
that's fine. But I'm gonna let them know. Like we ain't scared. That's my message. I'm gonna go out like a hero. What about
What about you?
I'm gonna say 2000, man. Cash Money Records for the 99
And it's 2000.
that was the year. That's what I'm gonna say.
Wow.
New Orleans 2000. Early Cash Money on the national level, man, and the city was just popping. Everything was legit.
Oh, you want that vibe back? You want like how it
The
was
black
back then?
was
Yeah. He was a hot boy.
Yeah.
He missed them days.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
greatest
hard.
time,
That
though.
era.
I was more of a No Limit girl than Cash Money.
And my homie Giggity told me that this is a Cash Money,
Yeah.
Young Money OVO channel. So that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was more No Limit. I love me a Mama Drama on Ladies Like This, but as you can tell, so I think in Cash Money they didn't get a female into Nicki Minaj.
They had the females. They had the local females. You just
Yeah,
ain't know
nobody that went
that.
national.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Texas and Louisiana next door, it's like cousins.
Yeah, I like
automatically.
Eve.
Oh, I forgot about Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, Rough Riders.
Mhm.
Was the first lady of Rough Riders. Mia X was the first lady of No Limit.
That's what I grew up to. DMX. That was my favorite
Like
rapper.
DMX?
As a kid, that was my favorite rapper.
DMX was growling. He was really out here growling.
That's why I didn't get into DMX because my brother will walk around talking about, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, you know?
I like that they brought the boys out on the 4-wheelers and ATVs, though. They
Right.
made that like a real thing.
Uh-huh.
That was real fun. That was good old days. Like, for real. And Eve definitely had all the chicks cutting their hair off, going bald headed. You know, everybody thought they had the head. And most of y'all didn't have the right shape head.
Shouldn't have did it.
You don't look nothing like Eve.
Ah.
No. All them different color hairstyles ain't for everybody. Yeah. Eve had girls out there red, blonde. It's not for every female though. Some girls can do it like
They do that now.
Now she was gorgeous with the little bald head, short hair. Eve was gorgeous with that look. But other women do it as horrible.
They do that now with the Nicki Minaj Barbie stuff.
Yeah.
Turn their hair green.
But that's more, I feel like now more like wigs and lace fronts are the more thing. But I think back then it was more like the Halle Berry's.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That
Halle
short
Berry killed
cut
it.
was
Yeah,
it.
she was gorgeous with it. You know.
Yeah.
It was some other girls. I can't think of a bad one right now, but I know some people in real life that's tried it. It wasn't good.
You're like,
It's time to head out.
that's low.
All right, it's time for us to head out. We're going to cut it out. All right, guys. I want to thank you again for listening to us in this episode. Tune in to next week.